Hello everyone, it's Andy from electricpetrolhead. I just wanted to do a quick video on my experiences of driving down to Paris from the UK in a Tesla. And the reason I'm sharing this video is we've done it twice now. And the first time we did it, we stayed over in Folkestone in a hotel so we could get on one of the first crossings of the morning on the Eurotunnel, go over to Calais. And we got to the Folkestone Hotel with not a massive amount of charge, but I knew that there were chargers both at Folkestone Terminal and then over in Calais. So we got to Folkestone Terminal, didn't have that long, and also the battery was freezing cold because it had been sat overnight and not been driven very far. So the end result was quite not the quickest charge. We didn't have that long. So we then went to the Calais supercharger. Problem with the Calais supercharger is it's just by a small hotel in the middle of nowhere. There's not really any shops or anything to do that you can easily walk to. And something Kate and I are very fond of is not just sitting around waiting for a charge. Now, I'm going to bring up it's just Google Maps. And if you search for Tesla superchargers on Google Maps, it brings them up. You can do this in the car. So this is just a little bit easier to show you on a computer. Now, if you go to Calais and put, say, we went to Disneyland Paris, so put Disneyland Paris into a sat-nav, the normal route it takes you is down the A26 and then down the A1 all the way down to Paris, around the Paris bypass and out. So what a lot of people do is they go to a place called Senlis, and that is the most obvious supercharger to use. However, I don't think it's the best route, because you're pretty much just sat on a boring motorway for a long time. And we also, because we didn't want to sit and do a full charge at Calais, we didn't have enough charge to go all the way down to Senlis. So that first trip, we had a little play around on the sat-nav and realised there were two superchargers on the way down. So we went to those and did a very quick stop at the first one, which I just call it the SOM supercharger. That's how it's known in the Tesla world. The complete address is a Sailly. I can't even. I'm not very good with French. But yeah, it's basically at a Shell service station right on the main road, which obviously makes life a lot easier. So that's quite good because it's historically it's very interesting because it's in the Somme region. It's got a big tower out the back of the service station. You can look and you have a really amazing view of the Somme. You know, think back to the World War and sort of learn a little bit. So we did a very quick stop there and did a slightly longer stop at a place called Amiens. Now, this supercharger is great if you're on the way to France. So going into France, heading south via Paris. It's at a huge sort of supermarket. There's a McDonald's and a few other restaurants, and it's just a 5-minute detour off the main roads. So this is the supercharger I would always recommend. It's a 10 bay, so you're always going to find chargers. The other advantage of taking these two routes, and this is where Tesla really have got such a good feature, and that is in the sat-nav tells you how many bays are available. So if you were coming down and saw that Amiens was full, which it's never been yet, but I've been there 4 times now and always been able to find the space. If it is full, you can then do a slightly longer charge at the Shell garage before you get to Amiens. So that then gives you, because you are charging an Amiens for a decent amount of time, you can probably get up to sort of 80-90% charge. Gives you a very good opportunity then to do the final leg without any worries whatsoever. Now, as you get down nearer to Paris, and especially if you go into Disneyland, there are chargers at the Disney hotels, and in I think the main public car park, or if you've got season annual passes, they have a Type 2 connector. But the ones in, say, Newport Bay, when we last went, didn't. They had just a normal European socket, and although the the security guys were like, yeah, it's fine, we'll just use an adapter. I was like, no, I'm not risking an adapter. So you should, if you're planning to go there and you want to benefit from those charges, just find one of the online places, or go to Tesla and get the European adapter for your normal 3-pin plug setup. I think you'll really benefit from that. If not, there's a Tesla superchargers down the road, and if you stay in the Novotel that we did, which is there's a Novotel at the Tesla supercharger, then a little bit further into Paris there's another Novotel that has 2 destination chargers. So if you don't drive a Tesla but you want to stay in a non-Disney hotel, then maybe that could be an option, because you've got the charger there in the car park. That's pretty much it. The joy of European travel with a Tesla is that there's the chargers all in the sat nav, and you just stick in your destination and it works it out for you. However, sometimes it's can be worth playing around with options, seeing if there's a better charger, better route. Personally, for Kate and me, we don't like waiting around for chargers, and we prefer the more scenic route. Driving down the north coast of France is a lot prettier than sitting on the A1 for miles and miles and miles. So that's our personal preference. I'll put a proper sort of map within this video, so you can hopefully sort of see what I mean. I think it's an extra 10 minutes, that route, over going the boring A1 route. It's a bit quieter. You've got to be aware of the traffic around Paris, but other than that, it's fine, and it's just easy. You just don't have to worry whatsoever. So yeah, anyway, so if you're traveling from UK to Disney or UK to Paris, hope you found this video useful. Have a wonderful trip, and if you've liked the video, like and subscribe, we really appreciate it. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye bye.